muggles, and welcome to my autumn slash Halloween vlog. If you're new here, hi, my name is Sim. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I know your YouTube was probably flooded with these type of videos, mine was as well, but this is actually my very first autumn Halloween in the UK, so I kind of still wanted to document it, and this is the week leading up to Halloween, so there's a few fun things planned for this week. So I just thought it would be cool to show you guys what I'm gonna get up to this week. Obviously I already have my cat ears on, getting into the dress up spirit. That's probably my favorite part of Halloween, after all the candy, of course. Today is actually Sunday and we're still in lockdown here in Edinburgh, so it's a bit limiting of what we can actually go out and do, but Sundays are perfect for staying in anyway, so that's okay. And I thought it'd be nice to start off this week with some cooking. When the weather starts to get a bit more chilly, one of my favorite things is all the soups and stews that we get to eat. So today I wanted to cook some food that just makes you feel cozy and have some autumnal flavors in there. So let's head over to the kitchen and then I'll show you guys what's on the menu. Welcome to the kitchen. So I'm going to attempt to make my very first soup today. So on the menu we have a butter chicken peanut pumpkin soup. I don't know if I got that order right, but it sounds like it's a lot of different flavors, but I think it's gonna be really nice. And then I'm also gonna make some homemade bread balls for the soup, and I'm gonna try and make them look like little pumpkins. And then for dessert we have a pumpkin pie. I'm making the soup in my slow cooker, and the first thing I'm adding is some coconut milk. This is obviously not my recipe, I'll post the link in the description. Then I'm adding some chicken stock, pumpkin puree, which was really tricky to find, some peanut butter. Next I'm adding some chopped garlic and onion to the mix, and a little bit of cayenne pepper, and then some salt and pepper. The last ingredient is of course the chicken. While the soup is in the slow cooker now, I am moving on to the bread balls. I actually made the dough earlier because it needed to rise. Then I just rolled them into these little buns and added some details on there that will hopefully make them look like pumpkins, but we'll see how that turns out. Before the bread balls go into the oven, I'm just gonna egg wash them, which is just egg white and then a little bit of milk. I'm gonna move on now to the dessert, which is the pumpkin pie, and this is actually one of my best friend's recipes and I just absolutely love this pumpkin pie. It's the best thing in the world. I've mixed all the ingredients together for it, and then it's gonna go in the oven and bake for 60 minutes. I'm also making this sauce from butter, cream and sugar, and now I'm gonna pour it over the pumpkin pie after I took it out of the oven. Our cozy autumn meal is ready, and I'm so excited about how this turned out. The bread balls look so cute, and I think if you know they're supposed to be pumpkins, you get the idea they are pumpkins. And how good does the soup look? I added some peanuts on top and it just looks amazing. I can't wait to get into this. I'm having my dessert while chilling in bed, but how good does the pumpkin pie look? I also added a Reese's pumpkin on top, which is busy sliding off, but so excited about this. After all that food, we are super stuffed, so we decided we're gonna go out for a quick walk, and I thought it was the perfect time to take some autumn photos because last time the trees were looking really pretty. So I'm gonna take my pumpkin with me and get some photos for Instagram and just get some fresh air and hopefully walk off all this food. We just got back from the walk, and can you believe it's only 5 o'clock? Look how dark it is. The time actually changed today, so we had to put the clocks back an hour, and it's crazy what a difference it already made in one day. The walk was nice to get some fresh air, and I think for the rest of the night we're just going to chill, so I'll check back again later this week. So it's been a few days since I checked in last, but I have to set up my Halloween decorations. I wanted to do this earlier this week, but the week's just been a bit crazy, so I haven't had time to get to it. So today we're just gonna put up some decorations on this window over here. So it's actually the road out there, so I think it's quite cool that people will be able to see it from the road. I don't really have that many decorations to put up, seeing as we're still quite new to this home. We just moved here recently. If you haven't seen that vlog, that's also up on my channel. That means I don't really have Halloween decorations, so I just picked up some like danger tape and spider webs at Sainsbury's, and I'm just gonna put that on the window, and then if I have some extra I'll put it on the front door as well. So basically I want to start by putting up the cobwebs on the window, so that's going to be in front of the danger tape. So I'm just going to try and hook it into anything I can really find on the window. Now that the cobwebs are up, I'm gonna continue adding the danger tape, and I'm just gonna add strips across the window and then just stick it with some press stick, or I think they call it like blue tack or something here in the UK, and then we'll see how it turns out. It's a few hours later now and I'm done for the day with work, so I have a nice glass of red wine here, and we're gonna start carving the pumpkins. But just as we actually got the 2 pumpkins to start carving them, I noticed that the one pumpkin has gone like a bit weird on the side. I don't know if I think it's off. I'm not sure what's going on over there. So we're gonna try and rescue that pumpkin. We'll see how it turns out. I'll show you guys what the pumpkin looks like afterwards. My husband has offered to take the semi-off pumpkin, so I'm getting this guy. I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna do. Still need to figure out what design, so I'll show you guys the finished result. This is what the pumpkins look like after carving them. It was really fun, and I'm so glad we could still save the funky looking one. We just cut out that whole gross part and then you could still carve it, so that was pretty cool. And I'm just gonna put this around the house now. Happy Halloween everyone! We've made it through the whole week and I'm celebrating with my swamp punch. I know it looks gross, but that's the idea. It's supposed to look gross, but it still tastes pretty good. And then I'm also working on the cheese fondue for tonight. So basically our plans for tonight are to have the fondue and do a tour of the Edinburgh dungeon. So it's a little bit of spookiness added to our Halloween. Fondue's ready. It's supposed to look like a brain that we're dipping things into, and I think I nailed that. And then of course we just have like all these sides to dip into the cheese. So we just finished our fondue, and to be honest, I would love to go to bed now. I feel so nice and warm and full, but we are heading out now to go do the walking tour of the Edinburgh dungeons. So we are braving the cold. I've put on a little beanie and a warm coat because it is quite windy outside. But I think once we're used to the cold, it's actually going to be a really cool experience, and I'm going to try and film. It might be really dark, but I'll still try and include a clip of what the dungeons look like. We're on the walking tour now, and you get like a little headset to listen to the tour guide, and the tour is on the old town side of Edinburgh, and this is what it looked like. It was so quiet, especially with all the pubs and everything still being closed. Then we started to head down into the vaults, and as you can see, it was pretty creepy. This is just the entrance, but as you go down the flights of stairs, it becomes darker and darker, and also the air becomes a lot heavier. So it was perfect for a Halloween evening, and you will notice as I move further, it's just gonna become pitch dark and I couldn't film anything from here. We just got back from our walking tour, and I actually made a mistake. It's not the dungeon. We did a tour of the Edinburgh Vaults, but it was still very cool. I tried to film a bit, but it was so dark that I couldn't really get anything on camera, so sorry about that. But definitely go check it out when or if you ever find yourself in Edinburgh. It's really cool to hear a bit of history from the city, but then they also add some spooky ghost stories in there, so it was perfect for Halloween. Right now we're just gonna chill and watch some Netflix on our new projector screen that you can see back there. So I'm gonna end off the vlog for the week there, but thank you so much for joining me in the week leading up to Halloween. I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and if you did, please please remember to give it a thumbs up down below to help support the channel. And also, if you want to see more of my videos, remember to subscribe. See you guys again in my next video.